Brian Urlacher and as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Athletes Comp 2015. Some questions regarding like, who is this competition for? Should I do it? We are looking for athletes, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for people who are going to push and pull and sprint and carry and just be awesomely strong. So basically, it's one of those things where if Brian Urlacher and Ray Lewis were to have a child, this offspring would win this competition. So we are looking for you to be Brian Urlacher and Ray Lewis's offspring. Good luck. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, event 1, max effort power snatch between the two athletes. We're going to add up the weights. Whoever has the most weight wins. Again, it is a max effort power snatch. It can either be a power snatch from the deck, yay, or it could be a power snatch from the hang. Lauren's going to go from the hang, yay. Either way is fine. Now, in the way of pressing stuff out, we're not too particular. However, if the bar does make contact with your head, that is a no rep. That's also extremely stupid. But if it makes contact with your head, that is a no rep. Show a small press out. Yeah. And that was a weak small press out, but we want you to stay safe here. Power snatching, pretty straightforward. The one thing, can you turn 90 degrees? Okay. One thing we do want to see, obviously, with the power snatch is that Lauren is not squatting with this. So if she shows, yep, power, we're okay. Show a squat. Yeah, too deep, way too deep. Show it in between. Show a halvesy. Yeah, too low. Okay, so she just has to stay power snatch, no squat. Thanks so much. Awesome. Athletes Comp event number 2. So here's how this is worked. It's a little up and down ladder we have. It starts with 30 box jumps. Athletes will start behind a line, okay? And the call of 3, 2, 1, go, they'll approach the box, okay? Their goal is 30 box jump overs as quickly as possible. We don't care how you break it up. So Lauren's doing box jump overs. Her feet are touching the top of the box. Mo's doing the same. We're counting up to a total of 30 box jumps. Now, if they want to get creative here, okay, if they want to do a little crisscross applesauce, that's absolutely fine. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. What they can't do is that both people can't be jumping at the same time. We can only have one person on the top of the box for safety's sake at one time. So, can't do that. Or they can't also line up on the same side and do in unison box jumps. Because you can see how awful that is. So that's a bad idea. So once you accumulate as a team 30 total box jumps, they then progress up to the deadlift bar. Deadlift bar here, okay? Athletes start repping up deadlifts. Again, totally opening the hip at the top. Bar is touching the ground at the bottom. Lauren's not bouncing it off the ground. Bad, no rep. So she's just touching coming up. When she gets tired, Mo can come in and she starts ripping off deadlifts, yay rah. Once they total a total of 40, they take off the weight because they're going to go down to the, they're going to go down to the overhead or shoulder to overhead weight, and then they're going to roll their bar up. And now we're out of the picture, so now we'll move it up. Whee! And then from here, they're going to hit some shoulder to overhead. Go ahead, Lauren. 1, 2, these can be push presses like Lauren's doing right now. They could be power jerks like Lauren's doing right now. They could be split jerks. They could be a strict press like Lauren's doing right now. Split jerk, but you have to bring your feet together at the top and then bring it back down. But she needs to, she's tired, Mo jumps in, but she needs to show complete control at the top, okay? Sometimes people get a little short with this. Totally open everything up, okay? Bar straight above the head, shoulder open, hip open, ba-boom. Did I miss anything? Fantastic. Moving then on, once they've done 30 of those, they move over to the Russian kettlebell swings. Okay, these are going to be judged the same way as we did in the past. Go ahead. If I'm Lauren's judge, I'm going to stand directly in front of her and I need to be able to see her eyes, okay? After every single swing. See her eyes. See her eyes. Now what a no rep would be, no rep. We're not making eye contact. She's got to swing that kettlebell higher than where our eyes are. Okay, so it's really easy to judge. The judge will be standing in one spot. Athletes are going to have to be looking at that judge, making that eye contact. Once they've accumulated 60 kettlebell swings, they go back down. Okay, they would then hit the 50 shoulder to overhead again. Nailed it, beautiful. They get done. They then roll and they add their weight back on to do their deadlifts. They're very good at deadlifts. Watch how fast this is. Nailed it. Oh, beautiful. Deadlifts, good. And then we finally come back to the box jumps. And they finish with as many box jumps as they possibly can. It's an 8-minute AMRAP. Jeez, losing my mind. 8-minute AMRAP. So the thought here is at the end here, you're going to finish up the 8 minutes with as many reps as you can of the box jumps. And that's kind of going to be our tiebreaker, which whoever gets the most box jumps, or even if you get back there. Your final score is the total number of reps that you've completed up and down the ladder. Partner workout of 2 hang power cleans, 5 hand release push-ups. Other partner then, 2 hang power cleans, 5 hand release push-ups. 4 hand release push-ups, 4 hang power cleans, 5 hand release push-ups, and then the hang power cleans go up by 2 each and every time. 2, 4, 6, 8, ascending, so forth. If you ever get to the point where you have to drop the bar, there is a run penalty for both athletes. Okay, so we're gonna start the demo here. Yes? Can I stand in front of my partner? You can stand in front of your partner. So what we're gonna do here is that Lauren will be on one side, Mo will be on the other. Okay? She's gonna pick up the bar, hit 2 hang power cleans. 1, 2. So her hip is totally open at the top. Okay, elbows come forward, she shows control at the top, and then she hits 5 hand release push-ups. The other athlete cannot touch the bar until 3, 4, 5, go. Okay, and then the judge can help them. 1, 2, fantastic. And then again, 5 hand release push-ups.
5! We're doing 4, 2, 3, and 4, fantastic, and then 1.
Hand release push-ups before you get to your question. Totally, hands coming off the ground, and then totally locking out the elbow at the top. Beautiful. Hit one more for the camera. Fantastic. Okay, don't all the way lock out, no rep. Question, athlete.
It's supposed to be hang clean, but I'm picking it up off the ground. Do I have to pause and then hang clean, or can I clean it from the floor?
I'd say clean from the floor. Are you okay with that?
I'm great with that.
Yeah, we're gonna hang clean from the floor. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Lauren hits her hand release push-ups. Now at some point, okay, because these hang power cleans have to be unbroken. If at some point you have to put down the bar, if you or your partner have to put down the bar, Mo's gonna do 1 here, but her grip is so taxed that she's only gonna get 1, and then, oh, she can't go anymore. Oh my goodness, she dropped the bar. The run penalty is they're both going to run to the other
end. You go, you have to run. Okay, they have to run to the other end, sprint fast, they have to touch the fence, physically touch the fence, and then they have to come back. They both have to run together, they both have to touch the fence, not necessarily at the same time, but they both have to touch the fence, and they both have to get back.
They cannot start hang power cleaning and pushing up until they both get back to this area. So it's not like Mo can go and Lauren can walk it, okay? And then Mo get back and she start. No, they both have to go and they both have to get back before they start. Where do they start when they come back is they start back at 2 hang power cleans and 5 hand release push-ups. So the goal here is to not drop the bar, because by not dropping the bar, you're gonna accumulate more reps. We score this event based on the number of hang power cleans you complete. Not running, we don't care about the running, not the push-ups, don't care about the push-ups, but we're scoring it based on the hang power cleans, how many total hang power cleans you do between the 2 athletes.
Who can start when they get back?
Who can start when they get back? It doesn't matter. Whichever athlete wants to start when they get back is absolutely fine. But both athletes have to be back to the bar before they can start. Last workout, our push-pull sprint. How this works, again, in your team of 2, there's athlete A and athlete B. Okay, at the count of 3, 2, 1, athlete A will sprint down to the other side, which is roughly 25 yards.
There she goes. She's going to touch the line with her foot. Lauren, can you show the line? No, by line. Go back. Good. Good, good, good. And she comes back. The second she gets back, she will tag athlete B. Athlete B will run. Look at athlete B run. There she goes. And she's going to
touch. There's a line right where the cones are, where she's going to touch with her foot. Nailed it, Mo. Thank you so much. And then she runs back. She comes back, she tags athlete A. Now athlete A now is going to push, I'm going to pause her. She's going to push the prowler, and the prowler has a rope attached to it. Now options here. You can let the rope dangle, because your feet should not hit it, because your right ankle should be under your right knee, which should be under your right hip, and same with the left. Okay. However, we don't want you to step on this and then throw your face into the prowler. So if it makes you feel better by wrapping this thing, okay, around the prowler, that's absolutely fine. And then what Lauren's going to do is she's going to push the prowler halfway to the middle of what we have going on here, which is about 15 yards. She's going to cross the line. She's then going to, what part of the prowler needs to cross the line, Lauren? The whole thing needs to cross the line. So the entire prowler will cross the line. Here's the line. She just crossed it. She's then going to take the rope, okay, and she's going to pull it back in a back pedal, okay, which looks absolutely amazing, okay. Person A gets back, tags person B. Person B then does the same thing. She pushes it as fast as she possibly can. It's not easy. She crosses the line.
Nailed it. She grabs it, and then she pulls it back, pulls it back, pulls it back, pulls it back, pulls it back. Almost there, almost there, almost there, until the entire prowler is fast.
They then tag. Person A would then run, again, all the way down, all the way back. She would come back, tag person B. She would run down, she would run back. From there,
that was fast. Holy cow, are you quick? You got back here so quickly. From there, person A pushes it 3/4 of the way and pulls it back. Person B pushes it 3/4 of the way and then back. And then they run again. The last set then, after they run, is that person A will push it all the way and pull it back, and then person B will push it all the way and then pull it back. With the pulling, we need you to be square. Okay, there's none of this thing and none of like this thing. I didn't think about, yeah, don't do that. That's weird. We want you to be square to it, sitting down and pull. Okay. Yeah, however you want to yank it back there, but that's all. We need your feet to be square to the prowler and not turned around. It's gonna be awesome. This is an exciting workout. Prowlers.
floater WOD. Here we go. It's going to be a yoke carry, 50 yards, 25 yards down, 25 yards back between you and your partner. You can split it up however you need to in which to carry it. There is no pushing of the prowler. It has to be carried, pushing of the yoke. It has to be carried the entire time. And the only rule is that each person has to move the yoke at least one step. So if one person's just amazing and they want to do 49 yards and then the other person just wants to do 1 yard, that's absolutely fine. But both of you have to move it. You know, it can't be just all one person. We understand that not everybody has a yoke at home, so we're going to kind of give some direction with this too. Oh, one other thing I forgot. If you have different height athletes, you're sharing the same yoke. Okay, so you have to have it as low for your lowest athlete, unless you want to change midway, but that's going to take forever, and we're going off of time here because we're measuring time down and back. Hey, fastest person wins. Lauren's going to show demo here. She's going to put the middle of her foot in the middle of the nut that's right in the middle of this yoke here. If she puts her feet in back, when she goes to stand up, she'll fall forward. And if she puts her feet in front and she goes to stand up, she'll fall backwards. So she wants to be nice in the middle of this whole thing. She can start, the clock won't start, or she can start like this prior to 3, 2, 1, go. And so then when we 3, 2, 1, go, our recommendation is not to just stand up and start to run. Because if you stand up and start to run, the yoke will start swinging, and that's no good for anybody. So she will 3, 2, 1, go. She'll stand it up, stabilize, and then start moving. And she's going to start by taking really small steps, because if she takes really, really big steps, the whole thing starts swinging all over the place, and that's no fun for anything. So she's going to carry this yoke as far as she possibly can until she's just exhausted. Lauren, get tired.
Good deal. Tired, and then Mo's going to jump underneath it. She's gonna carry. She has to cross this white line. Boom, drop. Sorry, one other thing. There is no turning the yoke around, like in the way of spinning the yoke, okay?
We think that's a bad idea on like 7 different levels, okay? So bad. So when you do cross this line, you actually physically have to drop the yoke, and then you're going to bring it back going the other way. So then Lauren would get under it going this way.
Oh yes, how to drop the yoke, that's a great idea, okay? Lauren's gonna get under it, she's gonna stand up, and she's gonna start walking with it. Now, with dropping the yoke, okay, it's not a porcelain doll, okay? So what you can do, you don't have to stop and put it down oh so gently. Lauren can just run out from under it, okay? And that's exactly all she needs to do. Literally, she can just kind of drop everything that she's doing and just kind of run out of it. And then Mo will go. Oh, there she goes. And Lauren's gonna finish this now. She's gonna bring home the gold. Here she goes. She tried to go really fast there. Time, okay? And the entire entire yoke has to cross the line, And
we're going off the time here, okay? Again, you saw Lauren take, she was in a hurry, so she started taking these big steps, and we want you to move fast, but if that yoke starts swinging on you, especially with some of the all-state weights, they are a little heavier, it will get really tough on you. So, welcome to the floater WOD. Get excited.
show